Going to have to send it at the same time because I do not get invites. Let me know when you're ready. It's not me, asshole. Send it now. Take care, man. Mhm.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that's wide, 80! 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Shoot! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You. Check 52's the mic. Check 52. 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night.
We got this.
Wait, 10, wait, 20!
On first down, Brady. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Set. 388. 56. Don't get nervous. Check.
Again.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Strong right.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Newton. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5.
I think that was great effort and great execution all the way around. They blocked the kick, and then they formed the line to make sure they can return it and no penalties. What a great job.
Yeah, almost took it in for 6, and now they're in excellent position, 1st and goal.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Brady now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Safety's creeping. He's coming. We got double up. When he hits.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Watch the General West. Undercrunch. Here we go. Check it. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch the run. Wait for the hit.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Trace McSorley keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Slam.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Raiders nothing.
Here we go. 180. Check tight.
Now Newton on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
51's the money. I got it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. $51's the mic, boy. 51.
Greystone travel.
Hey, alert.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Sugar. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch twist.
Now Brady. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Rip right. Shift. 51's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch this.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Wait, that 380.
Come on, D. Tighten up.
6-6. Pull it hard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Wait, set. Ready?
Cut. Shit.
Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
80 weapons.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, check it. Go Bandit.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian McCaffrey, 71 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know.
There goes Sterling Shepard. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Tupper! Hey, ball 66.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Hey, exit.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Regular.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Brady, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
72.
This is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the safety creep.
Right here, guys. Fight the rim.
Throwing now is Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, 54 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Brady going to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
66, 52. So Mike's number 1. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Mike 1. Mike 1. Come on. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh.
Hey, check it.
Watch 1. Watch 1. Got you. I got you.
Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go on. No, 66. Mike Wood. So don't say nothing. Buzz.
Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
Check it. Reload.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Hey, check it.
Here's Brady to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike Wood. Watch the screen.
Hey, both 66.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
20.
Kill.
Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On 1st down, Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Whip.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Denver.
Wait, that's 380. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's checking. Checking, reload.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here I come.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rush in. Sugar. Under 10. 128. 50.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Wait, 20. One's the mic. Watch one. Yo. Rip. SOS. Hold 50. Check nickel. Alert 3. You go tight. You got 28.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Switch. Sugar.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. He gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, Alabama.
Mike Ward. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Go.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch 1.
Hey, 66.
Trying to collect. So Mike's number 1.
Hey, zoom.
Man up, D.
Brady now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ross. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Alert. Shadow.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Dontari Poe in on the stop. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
72.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And he's got room. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
20. Check. Check hot route. It's free. Eight.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Brady to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. But they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check 24. Check 24. Regular. Hey, box truck.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Number 80, 56. I'm coming for you. You mine.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and that until